Hi everyone, lovely to meet you all and thank you so much for tuning in to Take 5 with Talent Solutions. Welcome to the first in a series of brief but hopefully very useful 3 to 4 minute interviews where I'll be sitting down with leaders from ManpowerGroup and Talent Solutions as well as some of our partners and clients. My name's Sophie Pereira and I'm a client partner for Talent Solutions. As much as I would love to be, I can't be in the same location as those people that I'm interviewing, so I'm in my lounge room as you can see. Please forgive me for any editing mishaps along the way. Over the coming weeks, we'll be covering crucial topics surrounding human resources, workforce management, talent acquisition and the future of work. Our partners and clients will share their stories of how they came to work with us and also their individual experiences with us. Our aim is to provide you with easily accessible and valuable content that you can come back to at any time, and hopefully in doing so you'll get to know us all a little bit better. Our first guest in the Take 5 series will be speaking about the external market environment, current and future talent challenges, key disruptors for organisations, and will also explain what is Talent Solutions. His experience includes directorship of the largest RPO in the world, Defence Force Recruiting, and he's a qualified board director with not-for-profit experience. He is currently the Chief Operating Officer for ManpowerGroup and leads Talent Solutions in Australia. So without further ado, welcome to Glenn McPhee. Never easy to be first cab off the rank, Glenn, so thank you. Firstly, definitely a tough question to be asked at the moment as well, but to kick things off, can you tell us what's going on in the external market environment?
That's a good question, Sophie. What we're seeing is, of course, extreme market uncertainty. We've got COVID, a healthcare crisis, moving via a recession in many countries into what is probably the deepest economic crisis that we've faced globally for more than 100 years. And therefore what we're seeing is extreme impacts, both on economies, on labour markets and therefore on the labour force itself. But if we look pre-COVID, we were already seeing a number of impacts that were causing change to need to be affected faster than ever before, and we were also seeing extreme uncertainty, more than we had seen before. Now, some of those impacts are firstly the impact of technology and digitisation, forcing businesses to change faster and deeper than they'd ever changed before. We were seeing significantly shorter business cycles as a result, businesses needing to respond to these technological changes in 1 or 2 years, whereas previously they might have had 5 or 10 years to respond. And then finally, we were also seeing growing talent shortages, in part driven by the impact of technology, making some roles obsolete, but also creating new skills and the need for new types of employment that hadn't existed until those technologies had rapidly appeared. So as a result, what we're seeing from these changes pre-COVID is the pace of business change is greater than ever before, and thereby these disruptive influences are causing the need for a business agility and an acceleration of the identification and deployment of the right talent to meet business needs.
So what would you say are some of the top client challenges regarding talent?
So what we're seeing, Sophie, is that organisations need a talent strategy that is absolutely aligned with their business strategy. This, of course, is aimed at helping them accelerate their performance, but also meet their business objectives. And increasingly what we see is that organisations are challenged to do a number of things at the same time. The first is to manage and develop their workforce for today, but also for whatever the future holds. In doing so, to partner with providers that can address their needs across the entire talent lifecycle. At the same time, to navigate risk, cost, efficiency and quality whilst facing the changing and uncertain markets that we're seeing right now. And finally, and in many cases, they're being challenged to transform their workforces at scale.
Great, thank you so much. And before we finish up, what is Talent Solutions for ManpowerGroup?
Talent Solutions combines 3 of ManpowerGroup's leading global offerings: RPO, Recruitment Process Outsourcing, TAPFIN MSP, and Right Management, to help organisations address their complex workforce needs across the talent lifecycle. So our RPO teams provide either full cycle recruiting or project recruiting, in some cases on-demand recruiters, to source, screen and onboard candidates to meet the complex needs of clients. Our TAPFIN MSP teams provide contingent workforce management, support for statement of work requirements, alternative workforce solutions management in the manage and optimise phases for contingent workforces. And right management from the point of onboarding provides leader development, workforce career management, and in many cases career transition management for employees moving through the develop, retain and transition phases of a talent lifecycle. So by bringing our three global offerings together, Manpower Group continues to develop and expand solutions to meet the evolving needs of our clients.
Well, Glenn, it has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for jumping on board and for all of your insights and information. Really useful. Thanks again.